Action.
Been doing this for about 5 years now. My training technique comes from Swedish Polar Bear Club up in Canada. They call me the Stash because my sweet lady getting, food catching, lip warming, stash.
Can you explain this technique? What is this club?
Everyone knows what the Swedish Polar Bear Club is up in Canada. Real hard asses. Swim naked in sub-degree water. Real men. Like these times of fitness, I train hard. Real hard. Every week, out on my blades, lighting up these streets.
Can you share with us what this entails?
I start the workout by blazing up these streets. I then followed up by hitting up the weights hard. And then I finish it off with a grueling obstacle course. This is how it's done, boys.
Hey, y'all. I be Coach Johnson, as in kids be saying J to the end, son. I'm the fastest thing on wheels. Been skating on my roller shoes since I was just knee-high to the pig's eye. But I ain't in it for the glory. No, son. I am for those starving kids in Nova Scotia. Yeah, 'cause, the good Lord been telling me that them poor suckers be starving on the banquet of life.
Do you mean life is like a banquet and most poor suckers are starving?
That's what I said, son. Can't you hear right? Anywho, I ain't in this by myself. I got my good old sister to help me out.
Why don't you talk me through an average day?
Alright, I can do that.
My sis and me started off by tearing the road up.
Oh yeah! Yeehaw! Oh.
I then tested my reflexes by catching them baseballs. And lastly, I work on my agility by going down the road backwards.
And quite a few people been saying that this is some drunk man's foolish game. That just ain't true.
Here in Tuscaloosa, with a population about 200, not much happens. What began as a drunken bet has now turned into an annual event called the Extreme Limits Competition. The same two contestants compete every year for what I can only gather is personal satisfaction and a self-deluded sense of glory. Let's turn to the sidelines.
Ready, set. Wait a minute! I don't have a permit for this! Don't you two move! Put your hands up! Drop the gun! Mr. Bukowski, Mr. Johnson, get on over here. I told you to every year you can't have this here. You are trespassing on private property in possession of a legal firearm, and you are risking your own health and safety.
Yeah, I called the police. I call the police every year. I don't want them to actually get hurt. That's why they shouldn't be setting their mind to extreme sports when they're drunk off their ass on whiskey.